Hello everyone, welcome back to day 13 of my 30 days of JavaScript LeetCode challenge. Today's problem is very practical one. We will learn how to pause JavaScript execution using promises, something extremely useful in real-world asynchronous programming. Let's see the question explanation. You are given a positive integer millis that stands for milliseconds. You need to write an asynchronous function sleep millis that returns a promise. That promise should resolve after milliseconds, that it can resolve with any value. The return value does not matter. This function will essentially pause the execution for a given amount of time. Now let us see the example explanation. Example 1 sets milliseconds equals to 100. When we call sleep of 100, it should wait 100 milliseconds. Then it resolves. The printed time difference should be close to 100 milliseconds. Example 2, millis equals to 200. The expected behavior that we can expect is wait around 200 milliseconds, then resolve. The exact timing may vary slightly, which is acceptable. Let's see the thought process. How do we actually pause in JavaScript? JavaScript itself has no built-in sleep function, but we can simulate one using setTimeout. This calls a function after a given delay. Promises. If we wrap setTimeout inside a promise, we can create an asynchronous sleep function like this. 1. Return a new promise. 2. Inside the promise, use setTimeout. And 3rd, when the timer finishes, call resolve. This lets us do things like await sleep of 1000, which waits for 1 second. This is a very common pattern in asynchronous programming, testing, animation, retry logic, etc. Now let's see the code. We have first defined an asynchronous function which takes millis as a parameter, which is the number of milliseconds to wait. Using async allows the function to return a promise automatically. Here in this line does everything. New promise creates a new promise. Resolve arrow function, a function that gets called when it's time to resolve the promise. And the set timeout resolves comma millis. The timer waits for milliseconds and then calls resolve. Meaning when you call sleep 200, the code returns a promise. After approximate 200 milliseconds, that promise becomes resolved. Anything dot then or waiting, it will continue after the delay. Clean, short and perfect. And that's it for day 13. We learned how to build our own sleep function using promises and setTimeout, a super useful trick in JavaScript async code. If you learned something new today, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for day 14. And yeah, please share the feedback. How did you like the video? Can I improve anything else in this video? Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you everyone.